So this is week 1 summary of going from 0 to 6K a month in 6 weeks. So this is the summary of the week. Woo boy, it was a good one. It was probably one of the best weeks of the year so far, if not the best week. And so what made it that way is that I made 123 total dials, total conversations, I had 54, and I got to a little over 26 decision makers. So we'll say a little over half of the total conversations were with decision makers. And so I say that because I didn't start tracking until Tuesday. Forgot to write those down on Monday. So 26 from Tuesday onward. And out of all of that, I booked one meeting. I'm just really excited that we booked that meeting. And it was a good week. It was very good on outreach. And it was solid. I know I can do more. Next week I think I'm going to try to double that. So everything is going to get bigger and more done. There's going to be more volume behind it. So we're going to get more data. We're going to improve more rapidly. It'll be just kind of like a compound effect. Every week we're getting more data, more information, and learning more. Like the skills will develop faster. And so it's all about data. Once you have data, you can know your weak points. You can know how to improve, what areas you're lacking in, and what areas to focus your time on. That's what I'm going to be doing. We're analyzing all of those different data points. Once you track all of it, you say, okay, where's the drop off in the conversation? How can we improve that? And everything gets better. It's a constant cycle of trying and failing. And then after enough trying and failing, you'll gradually improve. And you just got to try it. Volume negates luck, as Alex Ramosi always says. And that rings true here for sure. With doing it that way, my skills are going to improve faster than if I did it manually. So my skills are going to improve faster. I'm going to be gradually improving the scripts as we go along. The total dial time is going to shrink. We're going to reduce that. And we're going to continue to refine the pitch. So where eventually I will have a pipeline that just is made up of pure numbers. It's just, we know every single number, every single stat that is tracked, and we'll put one input at the beginning of the pipeline to get a designated output. We'll know our numbers. So it'll be trackable. It'll be completely consistent, and we'll know what to expect. So we're just going to continue to do more volume, continue to get more data, and we'll improve very, very rapidly. I said it recently, but I'll say it again. None of the business books, none of the communication books mean squat unless you're actually just doing enough volume for it to mean anything. If you aren't getting the data needed to implement, then you're not using your time in the most efficient way. Because you could spend a couple hours a day reading all the books, but if you aren't just doing the things to make it happen, you have nothing to apply that information to. So if you're instead using, I'm just going to break the number down that I just did. So say you were reading 4 hours a day before. Instead, if you use that for 3.5 of those hours to be outreach and a half hour to be reading or consuming the material you're trying to learn, that's going to be an infinitely more helpful than just 4 hours of reading, because you're going to have 30 minutes of material that directly correlates to have something help you improve. You have to do it that way. You have to have enough data to be able to actually implement something. All the knowledge and all the information in the world doesn't mean anything without action. And I'm really going to be doing that and thinking about that in that way for moving forward. So I know it was really quick, but this week was a really good one. More action than ever before, and we're only going to be doubling that, increasing it, doing more every week moving forward. So subscribe, because this is only the first week of the challenge of going from 0 to 6K a month in 6 weeks. Week 1 of 6 is done. Follow along for more, I guess. Because if this week was any inclination, following weeks are going to be only getting bigger and better, and we're only going to be moving faster from here on out. So I'll see you later.